from all other tabs, placing all. Hello, everyone. This is Tasneem. Welcome to the February Teacher Development on COI Framework Research. Please prepare for this session by exiting from all other tabs, placing all your devices on Do Not Disturb, and completing this lecture in a quiet place with no distractions. Before completing this lesson, ensure that you have read Chapter 6 of Thinking Collaboratively by D. Randy Garrison. So just to go through the WebEx settings, if you'd like to look at the participants, it should be on your right-hand side. If you'd like to type in the chat, it should be on your bottom right, and you can click on the little chat symbol to send something. Your audio and video are on the bottom, and I see both of your videos, so you guys look good. And you are currently both muted, so it looks good. So just to do a quality check, please use the raising your hand symbol on the bottom if you can see the record button going. Thank you. And please raise your hand again if you can see my slides. It should say quality check on the top. Thank you. And then please raise your hand if you can hear me. Okay, sounds good. We are ready to go, and so these are our learning objectives for today. Upon completing this lecture, students will be able to explain the importance of social presence in the classroom, describe the value of cognitive presence, explain modern research on teaching presence, and integrate the COI framework research in their classrooms. The COI framework, the Community of Inquiry framework, was the most frequently cited blended learning theoretical framework. This is based on research by Halvorsen et al.'s analysis on books between 2002 and 2012. This fact demonstrates how credible and well-used the COI framework is in the field of teaching and learning. The COI framework focuses on three elements working together for meaningful learning: cognitive presence, social presence, and teaching presence. Today, we're going to discuss how integrating these three elements creates a collaborative learning environment. Foundation. According to Garrison, the foundational premise of the COI framework is that all students are expected to assume responsibilities of both a student, and a teacher. So just to do a quick little icebreaker, I wanted to ask you guys, is this your first time learning about the COI framework? Have you applied the COI framework in your classrooms before? Trista, if you'd like to unmute and answer.
No, I have heard of the COI framework, and I have applied it before.
Perfect. Thank you. Carly?
I have heard of the framework, but I have not applied it in my classroom before.
Okay, perfect. So hopefully you can learn a little about how to apply it today. Social presence. Social presence helps create a sense of community in the classroom. The definition of social presence was changed in 2009 to emphasize the importance of establishing community. The original definition emphasized socio-emotional and interpersonal relationships. So just a quick activity. I want you guys to tell me, is this statement true or false? And you can use the shape tool to answer your question. The annotation is on the right top corner. Social presence emphasizes an individual's identity. Is this true or false? Okay, I see you both answered. It's actually false. So just to go back to the previous slide, so social presence is about establishing community and creating a sense of community. So, oh, sorry. So that's just why it's false, because we're not trying to emphasize individual, we're trying to emphasize community. So cognitive presence. Cognitive presence involves problem solving and critical thinking, which creates a sense of achievement and learning satisfaction. According to Garrison in Chapter 6 of our text, students should identify with academic goals of their community, aka their fellow students in the classroom, and be satisfied when fully engaged in these tasks. So, teaching presence is largely responsible for social and cognitive presence. Therefore, it's considered the backbone of community of inquiry. Student-teacher interaction is essential for student satisfaction and perceived learning. So this one is multiple choice, so please use the pen tool to circle the correct answer. According to Garrison, this is the backbone of the community of inquiry. So I see you guys both answered, and that is correct. It is teaching presence that is the backbone of the community of inquiry. Okay, so another quick activity just to learn more about integrating these in the classroom. So you guys are going to use a line tool to connect the term with the definition, and then Trista, if you want to do the first square, and then Carly, you could do the second square, and then the third square will kind of just reveal itself if both of your answers are right. Okay, perfect. And you guys both got that right. So great job. Okay, so integration. These three charts are just some examples of ways that you can support social, cognitive, and teaching presence in the classroom. So you can find that one activity can support multiple presences. So I want you guys to just take a minute and read through them and then use the arrow pointer tool to point at one that either you use in the classroom or you think you should start using in the classroom. And then another thing is that we're going to have an activity coming up, and this chart will be very helpful for the upcoming case activity that we're going to work on. Okay, I see Trista chose identify big ideas and help make connections. And Carly chose have students connect ideas with personal experience verbally or through journaling. Okay, perfect. If you guys, coming up is the case study. If you guys are ready to move on to the case study and you don't have any questions, can you send me a smiley face reaction emoji? Okay, perfect. Seems like you're both ready. Okay, so this is the case study. We're going to be answering this question. Do you believe online discussion boards support social, cognitive, and teaching presence? Why or why not? So in a second, I'm going to send a link in the chat. It's going to send you to a Google Doc. You'll click on the link and you can type your answer straight onto the Google slide and I will be able to see it. You guys are going to go into breakout rooms, so you'll have 3 minutes to complete the assignment, and then after those 3 minutes, we'll come back to the main room and we will discuss. And then for any virtual students, your instructions are on the bottom. So let me grab that link. And I am sending it through the chat right now. And once you guys have both opened the link, can you type OK in the chat so I can send you guys to the breakout rooms? Okay, perfect. So I will enable Cal sessions now. And I am starting it now. Trista, did it not move you? Or Carly, it didn't move you? Okay. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can discuss. Okay, so your guys' answer, I'm just gonna read it. Yes, for social built community, Cognitive allows for discourse, critical thinking, interact with material in another way to form a deeper understanding, and for teaching if the teacher is involved and helps facilitate to keep students on task and on topic. And I definitely agree with your answer. I think one activity can promote both all three: social, cognitive, and teaching presence. So great job, everyone. Would you guys like to add anything? Okay. Perfect. So moving on. So in conclusion, the COI framework focuses on facilitating meaningful learning experiences through three presences: cognitive presence, social presence, and teaching presence. So we should make it a priority to integrate activities that support cognitive, social, and teaching presences in the classroom. And I encourage you guys to go back to that slide that had all the ways that you can encourage and support cognitive, social, and teaching presence. Study that slide so you can integrate those in your classroom. Okay, so I'm going to open a Slido poll right now, and this is the poll, which is not true about the COI framework. A, research in this area is continuous. B, the three presences are inseparable. C, the goal of the COI framework is to unify the three presences. And D, social presence is the most important of all three. So I'm going to launch the poll right now, and you just have to pick the one that is not true about the COI framework. Okay, I see you both answered. So the answers are split. So I got one C and one D, and the answer is actually D. Social presence is not the most important of all three frameworks. We would say that teaching presence promotes both social and cognitive presences, but all three need to work together so we can create a collaborative learning environment. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Does anyone have any questions? All right, sounds good. Have a good day, everyone.